So that happens in the song. If you listen to it, what we're doing here today, I just want to say it one more time. We're filming a video lesson on how to play Intolerance. That's literally what we're doing here. So I played the song a couple times here. Now I'm actually going to break into how to play the song. So if you're a guitarist, welcome. If you're new to the tool shed, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so nice to see you here. All right, so we're going to go over the first riff. So the first riff is we're going to use these notes. But I'm kind of like talking to you guys that are watching, but I'm really filming this as a video for a lesson. Okay, so if it looks like I'm like having a little bit of a schizophrenic break here, I'm not. The notes and the chords that we're using for the opening intro of that riff are open D, F, G, A flat, E flat, and C. But the pattern goes. Now it's a little tricky because this jump from this A flat to this E flat is a pretty big hop. You get what I'm saying? So I suggest you practice that. What I used to do when I first started learning to play the song so I could play it at pace is I would literally just sit here and do a loop of that riff. So I would just go. Because that's the biggest hop in the song. The rest of it's kind of simple to play. It's actually very simple to play. That is the toughest part of playing this song, is that opening and riff. That we're going to revisit it a couple of times in the song. So it's open D, F, G. Then we're going to do this little hammer-on pull-off and land on the E flat. Then we slide up here to the C. Then we repeat it again. Then the third time we go, we palm mute it a little bit and we chug it. So that happens in the song. If you listen to it, you'll. Chug. Now here we're going to get to the riff. Whoops, sorry. Now we're going to get into this little melody. Let's play it first here, and then we're going to go ahead and go over it. Okay, so let's go over that because the next bar is literally the same repetition. So when we come out of the last... I'm just going to play it, then I'll break it down. Okay, so the notes are, we're following the same chugging pattern, open D to F. So the rest of this is going to be happening between F and E flat. If you notice, I don't talk about fret positions. I don't say 3, 5, 2, 1. I don't do that. And people that follow me along, people that follow me know the story behind that and why I do that. It's just, I always implore people to please learn the notes on the fretboard. It makes communicating the guitar a lot easier, because when I say, okay, let's play an F, and then I say, okay, let's play the F on the A string, I don't have to tell you I don't have to tell you that it's the 8 on the 5th string. That's kind of annoying, right? So if I say the F on the A, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's kind of like why I do this the way I do it, okay? Go over it. So it's D, F a couple times, then E flat. Then we pick up the C right here. Okay, so it's... repeat it twice. Okay, it's pretty simple. If you notice, it sounds like this. That's the C that we use in the opening riff, right? That C is right here. Same note. Okay. I'll show you the next part now. Okay, so then what we're doing there is now we've slid up to the D, right? So let me play it slow. So the notes that we're going to be using in this is D, E flat again. Same note. So D, E flat, and C, but we're going to be pedaling. That's called pedaling, when you go to a note and back and to a note and back. Then we resolve on the C again. See how we keep resolving back on the C note? Everything keeps coming back to the C, which is that higher. Then we get back to this thing again, just like the beginning. Just open D's. Let's get to that part right now. That's literally what I try to do. I try, because honestly, these songs are easy to play. You know, once you get the mechanics under your hands and understanding what it is that you're trying to, this is why I stay away from frets and fret positioning. I don't stay away from frets. I play with frets all day. But I stay away from fret positions with 3, 5, 7, 9, 0, 5 and all that stuff, is because that stuff makes you think, oh, like, oh, it's almost like dance steps, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you get locked in this mechanical, robotic way of thinking and playing. If you open up to the notes and you break it down to the notes and start seeing the relationship between why am I doing what I'm doing, suddenly it starts to like come together. That's how it was for me in my guitar experience, in my guitar journey. I started to put the notes together and go, oh, wait a second, he's using the C note because it's in the riff, in the opening riff. So he's using all the notes from that scale and he's just dancing around them in different parts of the guitar. So like this part, when we go, same notes. It's the same notes. See, and I learned that because if I played it with tabs, it wouldn't have told me that. It would have told me 10, 12, 13. It wouldn't have told me C, D, E flat, which is C, D, E flat, right? Which is same notes, right? So that's kind of like why I do this way, you know? So, and that's really what we're doing. We're just trying to help people get along here, man. So, all right. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Trying to help people. Another saying we say here is we desire to inspire. We desire to inspire people to go out and follow what it is that they want to do. Don't let your bucket list turn into an effort list. Go do it, man. Get out here.